Hey everyone, so again it's me Hidal Shah, so please welcome back on my YouTube channel. So till this session we have completed our first unit of the complex variable of the part 1, right? So from this session, from today I'm going to start one more new unit which is totally new for you because here we will solve different kind of examples and methods, okay? So this one will be totally new for you, and here we will use the integration parts mostly, and also we will use the convergence and the divergence which we have which we have solved it previously in our in first or the second semester. So it will be repeated for you, and I hope you all liked my channel and subscribe, and also you all understood very well the whole concept of unit number 1, right? And still, if anyone having any kind of queries, then you are totally free to contact me anytime. So let's start with the highlights of the second unit, and here you can see that I've written here the complex variables, and here it's written integration. So here most of the part will be its integration only, right? So here I've written the chapter outlines, and it's written first of all counter variable, then after counter integrals, then after it's written Cauchy-Gaussian theorem, Cauchy integral formula, Liouville's theorem, maximum modulus theorem. Then after convergence test, yani ki here we will solve different kind of test, right? Then after power series, then after the functions given by the power series, Taylor and the Maclaurin series, and uniform convergence. So here these all are the topics of the second chapter, and from this we are going to start right now power series. Okay, so you can see in our next slide, here it's written power series and elementary functions. So let's start, guys. So first of all, starting with the basic formulas, basic definitions of the power series. So here it's written sequence and series, and from that I have written absolute convergence. So here you have to remember its definition, what is absolutely convergence, right? And here it's written this series summation n equals to 1 to infinite Zn is said to be absolute convergence if this series summation n equals to 1 to infinite mod Zn is also convergent. So to find absolutely convergence, you have to show this series n equals to 1 to infinite Zn. What is Zn? Zn will be your given function into the equation. Okay. So the mod Zn you have to find to mention to find its convergent. Okay. So if you will find this term, then we can say that the given series will be convergent. Okay. Now next one is given conditional convergence. If the series summation n equals to 1 to infinite un is convergent and summation n equals to 1 to infinite mod un is divergent, then the series summation n equals to infinite n equals to 1 to infinite un is called conditionally convergent. Now see, to prove the conditional convergent, to show the conditional convergent, you have to find un summation un in the sense of convergent, and summation mod un will be in the sense of divergent. So this one should be convergent and mod un should be divergent. Then and only then we can say that the given series is conditionally convergent. Then after it's given uniform convergence. The definition is given. This series summation n equals to 0 to infinite un is said to un of z, यानी कि यहाँ पे जो un मिलेगा, the un यानी कि the given function, what will be given, whatever will be the given into the equation, so that will be in terms of z form. So that's why I have written into the bracket z, un of z is said to be uniform convergent in a region R if there exists a convergent series of positive real constant n equals to 0 to infinite mn, such that, okay, by solving this, it will be said to be uniform convergent if you can find sum of the mn, in which form that un of z must be in the less than or greater less than or equals to form mn. ओके, सो यूएन का हमें जो भी आंसर मिल रहा है, यानी कि हमारे पास जो फंक्शन है यूएन का, in that function you have to apply its limit that is from 0 to infinite, and whatever answer you will get that will be in the terms of less than or equals to form of mn. तो वो mn से बड़ा un से बड़ा होना चाहिए, ठीक है. Now next one. Here it's given a definition of power series. That what is power series? The definition is given: a power series is an infinite series of the form. This formula is known as by power series. Summation n equals to 0 to infinite an into the bracket z minus z0 whole raised to the n equals to a0 plus a1 into the bracket z minus z0. I'm just splitting the terms, guys. I'm not doing anything else. Here first of all I'm putting n equals to 0. Okay, so that will be n0. This one whole raised to 0 power yani ki 1, so that will be only a0, right? Now next, now putting n equals to 1. So यहाँ पे हमें मिलेगा a1 z minus z0 whole raised to the 1 यानी कि 1 we no need to show. Then putting n equals to 2 in this equation, so you will get a2 a minus a2 into the bracket z minus z0 whole raised to square plus up to the so on, where a0 a1 up to the an are the complex, or we can say that it will be a real constant. Z0 is constant, which is known as the center of the series. So Z0 will be the center, yani ki here it will be given any kind of points Z0. So that Z0 will be your given points, and it may in the form of 2, 3 or 0, etc. It depends on the equation. So this series is known as the power series about the point z equals to z0, and the power series about z equals to 0 is given as, now see, z0 point I'm applying 0, I'm writing here so that you can get, guys. Now I'm putting z0 equals to 0 point because we are finding at the 0 point. So जहाँ पे भी z n है at that place, sorry z0 है, वहाँ पे हम लोग क्या अप्लाई करेंगे, 0. So that will be an z minus z0 will be 0. So that will be an z raised to n equals to a0 plus a1z, again splitting this series by putting n equals to 0, 1, 2 up to the infinite numbers. So you will get a0 plus a1z plus a2z square plus up to this on. Okay, so this is an equation of the power series, and this is important, guys, and this one you have to remember. See, definition will not come into the exams, okay, but you have to just remember its formula, because based on the formula only we will solve the examples. Okay, now next one is given circle and radius of convergence of a power series. So now if you are to you are going to find the radius of the given function, then what will be the formula for this? So by ratio test the power series, see, ratio test we have already solved in at the first semester. Okay, so by ratio test the power series n equals to 0 to infinite a n z minus z0 whole raised to n is convergent if mod z minus z0 is less than n, less than r. R will be your constant number, and it would be found out after solving the given function. I mean, by applying the limits you will get the answer as an capital R form. Okay, so for that, R equals to, what is R? That is a limit n tends to infinite an upon an plus 1. Okay, and which is called the radius of convergence of the power series. So to find the R, see how we can show the given function is convergent, that is representing by this term. this mod z minus z0 it will be in the terms of k less than r form. Okay, and how we can find r? It is by limit n tends to infinite mod an upon an plus 1. So to find the r, you have to find an which one will be given into your equation, and then after you have to find an plus 1. Then after you have to take its ratio, and then you have to apply the limits, and you will find z. Then we can denote it convergent in terms of this one, that z minus z0 is less than suppose r is coming to 5 0 etc. Okay, now next is it's given the circle z minus z0 equals to r in the mod of z minus z0 equals to r, which includes in its interior z minus z0 less than r. It is just a definition of the part. All the values of z for which the power series n equals to 0 to infinite an into the z minus z0 whole raised to n converges. So which is called the circle of the convergence of the series. So to show the circle of convergence of series, you have to show this one, z minus z0 is less than r. So to prove the convergence, to show the convergence, you have to show the term z minus z0 into less than r. Then after this series, z minus summation n equals to 0 to infinite an z minus z0 whole raised to n divergence. It is said to be a divergent when mod z minus z0 is greater than to r. So again this part is very important, guys. So again repeating, to show the convergent you have to show this one term, that z minus z0 is less than r, and to show the divergent you have to show the term mod z minus z0 is greater than r. Okay, and if r equals to 0, now see, if the values of r will be 0, then the series converges only at the point z equals to z0, and if r equals to infinite, then the series converges for all z. Okay, अगर 0 मिल रहा है, then we can say that the given series is convergent only at the point, कौन से point के पास वो convergent होगा, that is for the given point z0. Okay, और अगर हमें r की values infinite मिल रही है, then we can say that the given function is convergent, but it will be for all z function, यानी कि कोई भी values के लिए वो क्या होगा, convergent. Now it's given a ratio test. So see guys, here you can find any kind of test, either you can use uniform convergence, ratio, root test, etc. But here you have to study only 2 or 3 tests. Okay, so from all this I've given here ratio test, and here it's given a definition for the ratio test is, let a series summation n equals to 1 to infinite zn in which no terms is 0 be such that limit n tends to infinite mod of zn plus 1 upon zn equals to capital L. So to find the ratio test, to solve the examples of ratio test, you have to apply this one, that limit n tends to infinite and mod zn plus 1 upon zn. Then it is said to be convergent or divergent for the given series. And for that you have to follow the following conditions, and here it's given a first condition that if L less than 1, अगर L की value जो है, right, if it is coming less than to 1, then we can say that the given series is convergent. Now if the value of z greater than, if the values of L is greater than 1, then we can see that the given series is divergent. And now if L equals to 1, then or else if the limit does not exist, then we can say that the given test has been failed. Okay, so there are three kind of conditions for the following ratio test: less than 1, greater than 1, and equals to less than 1, then convergent, greater than 1, then divergent, and equals to 1, then test fail. Then here it's given the examples of the following root test, and the question is given, check the convergence of the series mod z n equals to 0 to infinite summation n equals to 0 to infinite 1 plus I whole raised to n upon the n factorial. So see guys, till this slide we just did the nodes of the power series and its elementary functions like root test or uniform convergent. Okay, so now we are going to start the examples based on the theory, and here you can see that the question is given that check the convergence. It's not given, it's not written that by using which one series. Okay, then you can apply any kind of series. Either you can use convergent, uniform convergence, or as ratio test or root test, etc. Okay, so which one will be easiest for you, you can apply that series. Okay, so here from the equation, yani ki from this equation you can write Zn. So it will be 1 plus I whole raised to n upon the n factorial. And I'm going to apply ratio test so that you have to find Zn plus 1 upon Zn. अभी इसकी n plus 1 वैल्यू आपको पता है. In place of n you have to apply n plus 1. So this function will be in the form of this one. Okay, now you have to do the cancellation in numerator and the denominator, and here it's given n factorial, and the below it's given n plus 1 factorial. So here you can simplify the term in terms of n plus 1 into the n factorial. I'm writing guys so that you can, here n plus 1 factorial equals to, we can write n plus 1 into the n factorial. Okay, so now from up down states and the upper states, n factorial will be cancelled out, so the remaining term will be 1 plus I upon n plus 1, because 1 plus I is common for all. Okay, so it will be only 1 plus I. Okay, so the remaining term will be this one, and then after as per the definition, you have to apply the mode of the function. You have to take a mode of the given function. Okay, so I'm applying here limit n tends to infinite mode of Zn n plus 1 upon Zn equals to limit n tends to infinite mod of 1 plus I upon n plus 1. So by putting the limits you will get, see here in place of n you have to apply infinite, and 1 upon infinite equals to 0. So 0 is which is less than to 1. Less than 1 yani ki we can say that the given series is convergent, because to show the convergent, or you have to identify the given L in terms of less than 1 form. Okay, so hope guys you all understood the first example very well, and here now we have to just do the practice of the rest of the examples. And the second question is given, check the convergence of this series summation n equals to 2 to infinite e raised to minus 2 plus 3I whole raised to the n power. So starting with the Zn, so I'm just taking a supposition that let Zn equals to the given function. Okay, now next, as per the definition of ratio test, you have to apply its definition, yani ki mod Zn plus 1 upon the Zn form. So Zn plus 1, how you can find? That is by applying n plus 1 in the place of n. So जहाँ भी आपको n दिया है इक्वेशन में, आपके जो सवाल है, जो क्वेश्चन है, जहाँ पे आपको जो n दिया है, so n की जगह पे आपको क्या रखना है? n plus 1. Okay, and you will get this one term. Then after you have to just do the simplification. See guys, I'm not explaining its simplification, because this kind of simplifications you have already solved in first or the second semester. Okay, so I'm not going to explain its simplification. So by giving the simplification you will get this kind of term, and this one you can apply e raised to minus 2. You can see that this one will be a constant number, right? And here you can observe mod of e raised to minus 3I, and it is seem like e raised to I theta, and you know the value of mod e raised to I theta will be the 1. So as well as you can apply the values of e raised to minus 3i will be always 1. So the remaining term will be raised to minus 2, and which is by putting the values of e, you can observe, you can find that the given term will be less than 1. So again you can say that the given series is convergent. So I hope guys you all are getting me very well, and any kind of query you can ask me anytime. You can contact me. And now here it's given third example, and this all the questions you have to do with your own self, and this one you have to write in your assignments. Okay, so please guys, you can do the practice of this example so that you can get more and more information and understand very well. Now next, here it's given fourth example, and the question is test the convergence of this series n tends to infinite n factorial 2 raised to n upon n raised to n. Okay, as you know, this function will be your zn, so I'm writing zn equals to n factorial into 2 raised to n upon n raised to n. So by using the ratio test, I'm writing these both the functions zn as well as zn plus 1. So by applying the components and doing the simplification, you will get this one term, right? Now I'm doing some specific simplification, that is to bring a similar power of minus n. ओके, यहाँ पे जो n प्लस वन का जो पावर है माइनस n, उसके जैसा बनाने के लिए यहाँ पे मैं थोड़ा सा स्पेशल सिंप्लीफिकेशन कर रही हूँ, राइट? So I am converting this n in the form of 1 upon n, and here you can change the power, because here I am writing in place of n 1 upon n, so that you can write 1 upon n into the whole raised to the minus n, and by shifting n into the numerator, that will be n raised to minus 1, and at the last it will be n raised to n. Okay, and that is I did just because to keep a similar power. Okay, so by applying this step, you can observe that you are getting the similar power of minus n, so it will be n plus 1 into 1 upon n, and now just dividing by n, this n plus 1 I'm dividing by the n, so that you will get 1 plus 1 upon n whole raised to minus n, and this one is nothing but the e raised to minus 1. I'm writing here guys, this is nothing but e raised to minus 1. अगर यहाँ पे n पॉजिटिव के फॉर्म में है, प्लस n है, तो यहाँ पे सिर्फ आएगा e. ओके, बट यहाँ पे n नेगेटिव सेंस में है, तो उसकी वैल्यू होगी e raised to minus 1. And here you have to write the values of e raised to minus 1, and this one you can solve in your calc also. Okay, अगर आप लोग calc में solve करोगे, you can find its actual answer, and definitely you can see that, you will see that this one will be less than 1 form. So again from this we can say that the given series, the given function is convergent. Now I'm going to start next example, and here it's given the question is test the convergence of the series summation n equals to 1 to infinite n cube upon n minus 1 factorial. This one you can do with your own self also guys, so I'm just giving just highlights of the given example, because this you can see that these all examples are very much easy, right? So of course you can do by your own self also. So again by using the ratio test, and to solve by using the ratio test, to apply the ratio test we have to first find its nth term, and nth term is given into the equation, and then after you have to find its n plus 1th term, right? So applying this both the term and giving the simplification, one more point guys, here it's given n factorial and here it's given n minus 1 factorial. So this n factorial you have to simplify in terms of n into the n minus 1 factorial. Okay, so by applying this n factorial equals to n minus 1 factorial, you will get its final solution. So by giving the simplification, you can observe at the last you will get this kind of term, yani ki this one, 1 plus 1 upon n whole raised to cube upon n. Okay, and this one is not necessary to write. This one you can remove, guys. This one is actually not need to write. Okay, and now see, 1 plus 1 upon n this raised to cube. अभी सी यहाँ पे 3 की जगह पे अगर e आता है, sorry n आएगा, sorry not e, n. So if you will get in place of 3 n, then it will be e cube. Okay, but here it's given a constant number, yani ki 3. So the value of this 1 plus 1 upon n whole raised to cube will be the only 1. Okay, and ये इसकी प्रूफ हम लोगों ने पहले ही की है. ओके, इसका इसका एक्चुअल में थियरी है, लेकिन इन योर सेमेस्टर theory it's not coming in the exams. Okay, so we are not going on that way. So here you have to apply 1 plus 1 upon n whole raised to cube equals to 1. So now this 1 upon n, what is n now? n yani ki n is goes to infinite. So 1 upon infinite, that will be 0. Okay, so मैंने यहाँ पे लिखा है 0 less than 1. So again, which is less than to 1? Here you are getting 0. So 0 is less than to 1. So the given test will be convergent. So hope guys you all are getting my today's session, and hope you all understood very well, guys. And here one example I have given for the practice, so that you can understand more well. Okay, so now next session we will start one more new method. Till that, please do the practice and submit it to me. Okay, and don't forget to like and subscribe of my YouTube channel. Thank you guys. Now we will meet our next session. Thank you.